Hi guys, so this week we are locked down in Spain. This means you can't leave your municipality, and these are really tiny regions with only about a town or maybe a town and a small village. We found ourselves in El Churro, which is a really mountainous region, so we'll show you how we spent our time.
Good morning guys, so we have woken up to a misty morning in the mountains.
Why are you doing it as I'm watching a video?
So Tom, what are you about to do?
I'm watching Mel's van life, to try and learn how to fix a little patch of rust we got and sort out our big new scratch. I'm ordering loads of stuff on Amazon to get it done.
The rest of the door's really good. I've literally just got these two little spots of rust to take care of. This one here, which is the main one, and a little bit there.
So we've woken up to a very misty morning in the mountains here. Still nobody else around, apart from many sheep and cows. When I actually went over into the woods earlier, I was looking down on the road and there's a sea of sheep coming towards us, and just now they all went past our van. It was so cute. Loving it up here. This is a reservoir we're parked right next to, and I've got a fear of dams. They're pretty scary.
Damn scary, you might say.
Pretty damn scary. So we tried to walk around this entire reservoir, pretty spooky, but we've just hit this gate, so we're actually gonna leave the reservoir and go and hunt for some eagles that we think we just saw. We just saw like loads and loads of massive birds of prey all circling in the mountaintops. So we're gonna go and hunt for them now. We are at an 8th or 9th century church in the middle of these mountains in Barbastro. It's quite eerie. There's a grave that's been dug out, and there's a deep cave, there's ruins. It feels quite magical because there's mist and it's windy. Very exciting. And Tom loves a bit of archaeology, don't you, Tom? Tom, is it actually a path? I don't know. Why are we going up there? Tom wants to go up there. Very steep. Oh, that was slippery.
Come on, Gollum.
There's actually nothing to run onto. Wow. It's a good view of the ruins from there. Good morning everybody. So here we are in El Churro, a town that would normally be bustling and hustling at this time of year for tourists coming to visit the El Caminito del Rey, famous, most dangerous walkway in the gorge in the mountains just behind us. We visited it yesterday as far as we could get to because unfortunately it's closed because of coronavirus. Today we're actually going to try the Escalada Árabe, the Arab staircase, if I said that right. So we're walking there now. We're not really sure how to get there, but we're going to show you around. Come with us. Oh, okay. I was always looking for the shortcuts. This is a fountain that we have found, which is great. Means we can stay here for ages. Look at that flow. We've got this beautifully tiled map here.
Nice bit of Comic Sans.
Yes. Oh, I can't imagine doing this in the height of summer. It's perfect, the weather that we're doing it in now. It's like 24 degrees, but most of the path's in the shade. Oh, it's steep. Good workout. So we're just gonna have a stop in the shade here for a little snack. And the walk itself carries on up there. Yeah, very steep walk up, but the most beautiful, spectacular views of these like sheer, gigantic mountains just going vertically up. So yeah, definitely don't want to miss this if you're ever in El Churro. Oh, Dongi over here is the curry, all the water, all the food, and the camera. That is so cool.
Incredible. So these stairs are pre-1500, so they're over 500 years old, and they're still in amazing condition up these mountains. Over this ridge. When the griffon vultures fly over, you can hear the wind in their wings. And
Really?
they're so close, yeah. They literally flew right over our head.
That's so cool.
They're massive.
I can't believe we thought about doing this hike on the whim.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm glad we spent dedicated a bit of time for it.
Yeah.
You can see down where our car is.
Can you? Oh, El Churro. So we were actually going to do this hike yesterday on after a couple of beers at like 3 p.m. It gets dark here about 5, 6. Quite glad we didn't, because it's actually quite a long hike. I think we misread how long it takes. There was 2 reviews on Google, and one said like it takes 4 hours, and the other one said it's like a nice little morning stroll. It's definitely a proper hike.
Man, when I saw these from a distance, I thought they were like literally impassable, this ridge.
Oh my god, yeah, do you
I
remember?
can't believe it.
Tom, look next to us. Oh my god. Hello. Look at that sheer drop, like imagine, how did they get up there? They got mountain legs.
Right, can I have my breakfast banana, please? I think I've earned it now. It's so hot. And it's so steep.
Oh, we love the mountains. She'll be coming down the mountain when she comes. We are coming down the forest now, and looks like it's a circular route because we're going right back down. I doubt it's going to go down then up again, because we thought that maybe we were going to have to go back on ourselves, but hopefully it all links up to the other path.
So that walk was amazing. It was like nice forestry paths most of the way up, and then we got up to the Arab staircase, which was like just crazy. It was like sheer drops down and looking out over the landscape. We'd give it a 10 out of 10, would recommend.
Keep coming, keep coming. So we spent our lockdown in El Churro. As you saw, we had some beautiful hikes, but as time went on and we realised the true severity of the lockdown, we also had our lockdown in Andalusia extended by 17 days.
Yeah, so it was the day we were supposed to come out, and the evening before at like 6 o'clock they announced it was going to extend for an extra 2 weeks.
Yeah, so that was quite frustrating for us, and I'm sure for many people, and we know that it was like a necessary measure to take from the government, but it did lead us to become increasingly frustrated and a little bit itchy feet, and kind of starting to think, what are we doing? Like, should we be living in a van? We shouldn't be travelling.
And at the same time we were also researching into Brexit and the impacts that this might have on our travels in 2021. So we are supposed to be leaving the European Union on the 1st of January, and as of yet there is no deal that has been struck, so it looks increasingly likely there will be a no deal, and this means that a few things: we'll probably need an international driving permit to drive in Europe, we'll also need a green card from our insurance, and also there might be a 90-day visa rule. So all of these things were all being considered at the same time, and it looked likely that we were going to have to return to the UK before January just to sort out this documentation, if nothing else.
Yeah, so because we thought, oh, we're likely to have to return in January, it seems a bit silly not to go back for Christmas, because we're both super close to our families and they all live in Cornwall, so we thought, why don't we just go home for Christmas, go back to our families for a bit of time, and
yeah, so we're going back to the UK for Christmas.
Yeah, doing that decision.
And we are going to carry on living in the van, but we're going to spend Christmas with our families, which is going to be really good.
Yeah, so we've actually been like making quite a lot of headway. Every day we've just been doing a couple of hours driving. Like, we just parked in this woodland and we're just going to spend a couple of days here and then make our way to the ferry, which is in like 4 days.
Yeah, so with us returning to the UK, you might be asking, what is van life going to look like for us going forward? In the short term, when we first get back to the UK, we have to quarantine for 2 weeks. So we're going to do that at Isabel's parents' house, her mum's house. But then we are also planning some modifications on the van, so we're going to try and get on with those in that time. So we've got some cool plans,
for the future vlogs, yeah.
Cabinets, all sorts.
Yeah, I think because now we've lived in it for 4 months, we know like what we want to change, and we're kind of excited to have the space to be able to do that, and the tools.
We've lived in it now for a while, and there's a few things that we know don't work and a few things we want to change.
Yeah.
So we're going to soup up La Bamba. Then after these 2 weeks, we are really excited to travel around Cornwall and do a bit of van life in Cornwall. We did up the van and we came pretty much straight to Europe. I think we only spent 2 days in the van in Cornwall in total. So we were really excited to go to some of our favourite spots. We both grew up in Cornwall, so we've got loads of friends everywhere and places that we love. So we're really excited to share all of that with you.
And then you might be wondering, what does 2021 look like for us with van life? And yeah, we definitely want to carry on travelling in La Bamba. We're thinking doing some UK trips, maybe up to Scotland and potentially back to the mainland Europe. But one thing that is like a bit of a barrier is obviously money. We can't travel forever. We'd love to get some kind of work on the road where we can be like digital nomads. So yeah, watch the space. We've got some exciting things coming up in our future vlogs, like our revamps to the La Bamba and time in Cornwall.
So yeah, we are returning to the UK, but it is not the end of van life. So
not
stay
at all.
tuned.
Yeah. See you next time. Thanks for watching.